Happy Monday morning. Today I've got quite a bit of exploring to do along the older traditional part of Route 66. I'll be going back to Joliet to visit one or two museums that I didn't have a chance to see yesterday, and there are a couple of other places along there that I'd like to visit as well. I'll be stopping a lot as I go through some of the small towns between here and Pontiac, Illinois, where I'm going to be spending the night tonight. And so there's a lot to see, and then there's a lot to see in Pontiac. So I may, if I get there early enough, I may visit Pontiac a little bit today. If not, I will do that tomorrow morning. On my way. So 501 West Chicago Street is kind of famous. This is the very first Dairy Queen ever built, and it's right here on Route 66. You may recognize this place, at least if you're a fan of the Blues Brothers movie. This is where Joliet Jake Blues was incarcerated at the beginning of the movie. So I spent the last hour or so just hanging out in Wilmington, Illinois. Wilmington is a really cool town. It's an awesome town because of the Gemini Giant, but it's just really a cool place to hang out. I was at Mimi's Cafe. I've been wandering around downtown, taking shots of the various murals and the Mar Theater, and just all sorts of different things. So I'm about to head on my way again, but just wanted to give a shout out to one of my favorite little towns in Illinois. Just stopped here in Gardner, Illinois, a place called The Shop. I met a man named Tom Perkins, who's the owner, a great guy, and he's got a lot of stuff going on here. He does stained glass, all kinds of things. And I'm standing in front of the Riviera restaurant. It's just a little museum now. And behind me over here is an old jail built in the early 1900s. Lots of little towns like this all the way through Illinois and all the way across Route 66. I just had lunch in Dwight, Illinois at the old Route 66 family restaurant. The food was great. Highly recommended. On to my next stop. So I want you to take a look down this quiet road, down that way, and down that way. You can stand out here for 20 minutes and not see a car come by. But once upon a time, Route 66 was so busy that in order to get to this church here, or for children to cross the road to get to school, they had to build a tunnel underneath the street. And this is that tunnel. But it's hard to imagine how busy this must have been back then, when you can just stand here and listen to nothing. Standing in front of a 1932 Standard Oil filling station that's been completely restored in Odell, Illinois. This is one of my absolute favorite gas stations on all of Route 66. One of my favorite things to do when I travel is to take photographs of advertising on barns. Two of the more common ones that you would see all over the country are the Meramec Caverns signs and the Sea Rock City signs. This particular one was restored in the 1990s. I first shot it in 2007, and it was restored again in 2025. There's some really cool murals in the area behind the museum complex in Pontiac, Illinois. And then there's this. Bob Waldmeier's land yacht bus used to sit back here. It's in storage now. I asked what was going on, if they hadn't anticipated the 100th anniversary of Route 66, and I was told that they were working on it as hard as they could, and they started on it last year, and that the building next door had to be finished before they could start, and so on and so on. So anyway, you'd think that they would have started 2 years ago just to have it done. But she said they'll have it done before the actual centennial, which is November 11th. So, yahoo.